Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry it took me a while to get ready. Hello. Hey there. Welcome. So, guys, today I'm going to be practicing this technique called photobashing. And I mean, I did some yesterday, right? I was practicing a little bit yesterday, but I'm trying to challenge myself a little more by recreating one of my old school works. So I'm gonna just have a very brief explanation what I mean by like my old school work. So basically it looks like it was an assignment I had on, like, let me show you. Wait. Okay, so basically it was a something like it was supposed to be done in acrylic, right? I'm gonna show you this. Where am I? And I was gonna do like some fairy tale inspired castle in the sky kind of thing. And mind you, at this time I didn't know what acrylic was. I didn't really know how to work acrylic, right? So yeah, and let me just, so I'm gonna, so what happened was I was trying to draw inspiration from the game. I don't know if you guys know this game, but it was called Monument Valley, and it uses color theory and a lot of optical illusion kind of thing. And I really wanted to go for that kind of color palette. So this is what I attempted, right? Mind you, again, like I said, I had no idea what I was doing. and my teacher wasn't great either, so he wasn't really good at guiding me on what to do. And yeah, it was a mess, I can say. Like, I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to do. I don't think I received any proper guidance. These are just pages from my sketchbooks, right? So I wanted to do this castle in the sky. I wanted to do it in a Moroccan kind of theme, a little bit of Moroccan, a little bit of like Greek theme, kind of. So obviously, as you know, this one is like from 2015, right? So it's a long time ago, and you can tell that even my colors then was still very. I've been consistent, yo. Anyways, yeah. So I had to work on how I'm going to make this like a artwork, and the requirement was that it's size A2. And if you don't know what A2 is, basically your regular printer paper is size A4, and A2 is basically 4 times the size of A4, so you go bigger. So A4, and then A3 is double of A4, and then A2 is double of A3, which means it's like 4 times of A4, and then A1 is double of A2, and then, you know, so on and so forth. A0 is double of A1. So it's bigger. The bigger the number, the smaller the paper. The smaller the number, the bigger the paper, something like that. I know not everyone around the world uses the A system. I know that in the US they use like 11 by something inch. I don't understand those kind of papers. I understand simple stuff. I do like the 10 by 8 or 11 by 8 paper size, so that is nice. Anyways, so yeah, so I thought instead of, you know, doing like a like proper A2, I thought maybe if it's Castle in the Sky, I could do like a long version of it, right? Technically, it's still 4 A4 papers. So these are like, you know, this is 1 over here, and then 2, 3, and 4. So it continues into one long piece like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think execution-wise, it's okay, but I don't know. I just feel like it's not that great. You know, it's obviously I can do better now, but I want to I want to attempt this again, and I'm gonna bring you over to, now that I'm done rambling, I'm gonna bring you over to my iPad. So obviously I'm just gonna do it on a digital, and this was my first attempt, right? And I've mentioned this before that I'm not very good at drawing landscape. So and the thing is, right, this is okay, but this is not really what I want. So I thought I'm gonna delete everything, and I'm just going to try using Photobashing to kind of like work it. See if this is going to help. So this time I'm actually going to do it like proper A2 size, so it's gonna be big. And so I was trying to understand, right, photo bashing, because I was told like a lot of concept artists does this. So I'm just going to slap photos together. I like the pillars on this one, so I'm gonna take the pillars. I know that it's like it's like a collage kind of way, but I'm gonna put this on top here. It's going to look crazy at first because obviously it doesn't actually, it's not supposed to look like this, but yeah. So I really like this this arch. So I think I'm going to maybe, since I like the pillars on this, and I'm just going to use the automatic tool to select and clear that. Wait, what? A lot of whatchamacallit, like editing first before we start actually bashing the photo together. I'm not too sure about like whatchamacallit, like if I'm doing the technique correctly. Because right, because I'm actually, like I said, like even though I did take a little bit of illustration classes, it wasn't enough, and I didn't really have the best teacher, so he didn't really guide me. Oh, hey Benedict. Oh, thank you. Glad you like it. It's what I'm doing here again, like photo bashing, trying to understand like how to use like multiple images to create like a whole new image. I know a lot of people will say like, oh my god, you're cheating, but the thing is, right, this is what professionals actually do. And even at first when they told me about this, right, I also thought, wow, that is so totally cheating. But apparently not. Apparently not, because it's like you take these you take all these stuff and then you create something completely new from it. So it's not like tracing or something like that. I know there's a very fine line between that, but yeah, because I'm going to be painting over this, then essentially it's just like referencing. But yeah, I understand why people would see it as cheating. But yes, I'm glad you enjoyed the one that I posted yesterday. You can also check the reels of my whole process. I'm so sad that you can't post like the actual full length. Like not like it's already sped up, right? Obviously it's like 30 seconds only. But the one that I wanted to post was actually 3 minutes long. But unfortunately, Instagram only allows 1 minute videos, so yeah. But yes, I don't know. Do you guys use Twitter more or do you guys use Instagram more? Because for me, I use Instagram more. I don't know why. I am like not updated enough to, you know, I don't have the brains to function on both social media platforms. And I know I like I know that the VTubing community is more on Twitter. And some of the artists have moved from Instagram to Twitter. I find it easier on Instagram. I don't know. Maybe I'm just brainless. That's why. Okay, so now that I've cleaned that one up, I'm going to maybe put one over here, and then I'm just going to try to warp it a little bit. So, honestly, right? I wanted to, for the longest time, to be a concept artist, but I realized that I actually don't have the skills to be one or training, so I gave up on that. But yeah, I think, oh, whoops. I think, but I have like you know, I have a lot of fantasy world that I would like to bring to life, mainly because I used to write stories, my own stories, and obviously I have my own OCs, and these OCs lived in like worlds, and basically like, you know, there's a like a, how do you explain it, like a story behind the world that they live in, you know. So I've always wanted to bring that to life, and I'm always constantly challenging myself, right, to I believe like all artists should always challenge yourselves. If not, then you'll just stop growing. you must speed the video like 3 or 4 times so that you can post the whole process. I know, right? So that's why I had to speed it up until like it was freaking 30 seconds only. You often use Twitter than Instagram? I see. So you know what? I'm going to I know some people just prefer Twitter compared to Instagram, but I don't know. Maybe I should warp this, like distort this so that we can make it an angle. Let's see. Like that. It's looking mighty crazy right now, but it's okay. I'm going to duplicate this because I want that to be like the entrance. We can have a smaller one over there. We'll have a smaller one up there, I think. It's looking crazy. And then maybe got I don't know if I'm doing this right, okay? I don't know. I think I am. Guess I have to manually. Oopsie. It's fine. So yeah, I'm like kind of on the trial and error stage right now with photo bashing because I'm still trying to understand it. But I'm trying to challenge myself some more with like this composition and redoing an old work. Like I have some kind of knowledge in terms of like painting buildings and stuff, but I'm not that strong at it, especially compared to people. I obviously enjoy drawing people way more than drawing buildings, but then I'm starting to find joy in it. Oh, excuse me. Interestingly enough, right? I actually, because I'm an art teacher, then I teach my students how to pretty much paint anything and everything, and we actually had to do landscape paintings, just like last term, and funnily enough, I actually learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of things myself. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm going to change the color. No? Okay. Let's change the color from here. Wait, no. Okay, make it a bit more blue. Okay. So I am still going for that kind of like castle in the sky vibe, right? And this is where I'm going to start to transform the paintings. Let me just open a layer. Clouds. Wow, the clouds looks very cartoonish. That's fine. Oh, I also have this really bad habit of painting in one layer. I've been told to stop doing it, but it's a bad habit. I just can't help it. I can't help it. I don't know why. It's just how I am. So here I am just gonna start painting over the spots. I was using this one yesterday. So I still want to keep that pinkish hue. I'm going to bring that pink hue in now. Actually, no. You know what? I'll do it later. I'll just work on this all first. I'm very confused. Okay, wait. Yes, I think I'm just gonna merge the layers. I know some people are like, why are you merging all the layers? Are you insane? But it's just how I am. I can't function with multiple layers. You know, when I was doing my model, like this model that you guys are looking at, when I was working on it, oh my god, the layering, oh that was crazy, I'm telling you. Like the fact that I had to split it into so many layers drove me insane. I couldn't. It was so difficult for me. It was super difficult. Should we? Hang on. Let me just take all this away. I'm just gonna leave the clouds then. I'm gonna turn it into a night sky because that's what I wanted initially. No, wait. My colors are failing me here. And then we want to change it to that. I'm going to move that away. To the heavens. Melt this down. Purplish hue, so I'm going to bring that down. So the light is coming in from the front, I think. So I'm just going to... She can't draw with so many layers. Yes, exactly. I can't draw with many layers. But then some people, they find it better to draw in many layers. Like, I understand the point of having multiple layers is so that you can edit the parts according to what you want, which I get, I understand. But it just doesn't work for me. And like every artist has their own style, like their own preferences, right? So it's okay. Like if you feel like you can't do layers, then just don't. Like, why force yourself? Don't force yourself. It's your art. You do it your way. Of course, there are ways to improve it, right? To make it better. There are rules to how things work. For example, if you can't just randomly draw a hand like sausages and expect it to look like hands. Obviously, it's not going to look like hands. So there are stuff that you must follow, and then there's stuff that you don't have to. Otherwise, where's the creativity in it, right? So yeah, I feel like honestly, it's up to you. Let's do multiply and lower the opacity. There we go. There we go. Just trying to turn all the shadow area into blues. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if you have like 100 layers or just one. It's how you work. Some people feel safer with say like 100 layers, and some people feel like, oh, I can't find my stuff. I can't find where I put my, for example, I can't find where I put my shadows, and then they're like, oh, you know what? I'm just not going to use layers, which is fine. Hello, Raven, welcome. No, this is not fully my drawing yet. This is still I'm in the process of photobashing, so it hasn't become my drawing fully yet. Not yet, but it will be. Some parts of it, yes. I think the artists from the past just would use one. Yes, that is true. That is true. See, because I paint, like I'm a painter also, so I find it easier to just do it all in one layer. But then some people are like, what? You're not using the computer for what it's meant for, like you should take advantage of the fact that you can separate them in layers. And of course, if you need to separate them in layers for editing, go for it. It's there, you should use it. Definitely go for it. But like I said, everyone's different. They have their own preferences. I have my own preferences, so it's okay. Don't feel like you have to. Just because your favorite artist is doing it doesn't mean that you also have to do it, you know? But yeah. I remember when I first started trying to discover my own style. Oh, the struggle of like trying to understand myself as an artist. Oh, that was harsh. Like I couldn't find myself. It took me, I think I mentioned this in a previous stream. It took me years to find my current style. And a lot of my friends actually saw how I struggled as an artist to kind of find a footing. And like in the such a saturated world right now, there are so many artists, right? There are so many, and they come in all ages and sizes. They come in all age and size, and you know, it gets really worrying for some people who've been doing this for many years, like me. I've been doing it for a long time, and it feels like, wow, how am I gonna catch up to these constantly growing people, you know? And it's the worst thing you can do to yourself, honestly. Like, you shouldn't compare yourself like that. I compared myself to people all the time, and it did so much harm to my self-esteem. Like, honestly, I hated my art. Sometimes I still hate it. You know, it happens. It happens, but I have to shake that really bad habit of like comparing myself to other people, and just do what I can. So I'm going to bring this kind of arch to the back here also. And then not the super detailed part, but I think I'm just going to actually let me change. And then I'm going to bring that dome. I cannot draw for the life of me. I really like the style of whatchamacallit, like greenhouse, like a greenhouse. I base a lot of my architecture and like architecture inspiration on greenhouses. Like really old greenhouses. I just find it so lovely. And I'm a huge fan of the Baroque period. Baroque and Rococo period, and if you don't know what that is, it's the 16th century, I think. Wait, is it? I think it is. My art history is very, very rusty. Yeah, so the Baroque and Rococo periods are my favorite periods of art history, one of my favorites. And then there's the Gothic, which is also kind of the Baroque and the Rococo, I think. Well, Rococo is derived from the Baroque period. They wanted a more quote-unquote simpler. It's not simpler. It looks simpler, but it's not. A simpler version of the Baroque period, and the Baroque period is actually derived from the Gothic period, which is also derived from the old Grecian architecture. So yeah, history repeats itself a lot, like a lot. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, please. My art history is very rusty. But so a lot of my quote-unquote landscape inspiration come from Greek architecture a lot. You know, the Greeks they can be a little crazy with their myths, but man, their architecture is gorgeous. Gorgeous architecture. I think they were the first one to create this dome kind of style. So yeah, love their architecture. It's highly decorative too. And then Roman architecture is basically just a copy of Greek architecture. They saw the Greeks and they were like, "Ooh, I like that, I'm gonna copy you." You know, I think, I regret not listening during my art history classes. Actually, no. You know what? The problem was I chose my art history class to be at 8 a.m. in the morning. That was the first mistake I made. Like, who the hell takes art history at 8 a.m. in the morning? Like, who does that? Who does that? On their first semester, also on their first quarter of the school? Oh my god, that was a mistake. And then, not only that, I got the worst teacher. Like, he couldn't even answer our questions, and he always spoke in a very monotone voice that lulls me to sleep. Like, I would fall asleep. You know? When your teachers art history is actually not that interesting to people, right? If you don't introduce it properly, it's not interesting at all. Because it's like just listening to an old guy talk about how monoliths are like art, and you're like, what is he talking about, you know? And he spoke in a really like it was soft and monotone. You know, it's not helpful. It was like, so the Greek, not the Greek. So the monolith here, you can see, was founded in so and so BC. And the people found it very fascinating. And then I'm just like, sir, I am falling asleep. Greek architecture was great. By the way, I just realized this drawing that you've made was similar to Rococo. Yeah, because I pull from that. Like, that's my inspiration. But surprise, surprise, actually, the architecture that I like photobashed it from are actually Greek and Gothic architecture. So you know, see how like I managed to make it look like Rococo, even though it's not what it was originally. But yes, they're all actually basically the same thing. Good luck for your study and your teacher. I know, right? With that kind of voice, oh, whoa. Okay, time to fill that in. I think the more I have like an understanding of how the structure works, eventually I will be able to draw my own structures from scratch. Right now I'm using it to help me understand how to you know, kind of build, if you know what I mean. I'm not very good at explaining it. For those who play Genshin Impact, doesn't this look familiar? This feels very Mondstadt, right? Like Storm Terror's lair kind of feel. I'll add that. Oh wait, we'll add a thing over here. I forgot all the I forgot all the terminologies for this. Stuff. Save me. These all, like every part of this structure here has a name. I can't remember. I'm sorry, my professors. I finally found a good professor like way too late. Like super late into my studies. He was so good. He made art history so interesting and he made it so engaging. But because I had the wrong teacher in the beginning, so our art history classes are split into art history 1 and 2, right? And the thing is, the first one talks about like art from something BC toward, like from the BCs to I think end of the BCs or BCC, depending on how you want to say it. And then art history 2 covers AD onwards until contemporary. And if you are confused in what I just, like the codes that I just said, it's so before Christian era, BCE. Before Christian era, so we're talking about like 10,000 BCs, you know, ancient Greek architecture that's really like ancient Greek, and then like ancient Egypt, ancient China. So all that was covered in Art History 1, and then Art History 2 covered more towards like not actual, like, you know, I think from the 1st century onwards. So yeah, and unfortunately, because history repeats itself, a lot of the time my teacher would be like, so if you guys remember from Art History 1, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, I don't remember, because I barely listened to that class, because that class was a disaster. So it was such a waste. I should have changed teachers, but I mean, there's nothing I can do now. So at that time, I felt so much regret for, you know, not properly listening to my art history classes, because it was so important. Just like how, you know, history repeats itself, art also repeats itself. It's cyclical, and because I wasn't listening, I couldn't understand. In Genshin Impact, even though I don't play it anymore. Yeah, why? Wait, why aren't you playing it anymore? You should play it some more. It's fun. This dome looks cartoonishly big. Wait. Ready? Freehand. There we go. Ah, that makes more sense. Yes. Okay. And then I'm going to just quickly move on to this side. I'm going to bring this over, like the colors, to this side. And then yeah, no, I definitely. Art History 1 is like, art history is just interesting in general. But yes, like I said, your teacher really makes it or breaks it. Honestly, like I'm not trying to lay the blame on my professor. I mean, you know, it's not entirely his fault. Definitely. It's my fault for not listening. I should have tried anyways, despite the difficult situation. Had I known how important it was going to be. But unfortunately, you know, the teacher was not helping. You know, it's not entirely my fault. Your laptop's not affordable to play Genshin Impact. Oh, why? It can't run? You mean? Like it's so broke? It's so old that it can't run? Can't you run it in like low settings? No? Is it not possible? So this one, I think I'll make it a bit broken. And then I'll have a pillar coming up here. And then let's see, I'm gonna bring the clouds over. Okay. And then maybe what I can do also is kind of have the structure coming out from the bottom a little bit, maybe, because I wanted it to look like, even though it's like floating, it's not just disappearing into the clouds, if you know what I mean. Yes. Does it make sense? I think so. Why is this looking more and more like Genshin Impact? It's starting to look more and more like Genshin Impact. Lagging. Oh, I see. I'm really sorry to hear that. Can you play on mobile instead? I know it's not ideal, but can you play on mobile instead? Ooh. Let's make an arch at the bottom, like an arch. Like One Piece? I don't know. I don't watch One Piece. Or read One Piece. Let me put this one. Wait. Just add the dragon and Venti will look like. No, but that's not what I'm trying to go for. Let me show you what I'm trying to go for. I am redoing my old assignments from many years ago when I was still in university. Where's my... So this is what I'm trying to do. Let me show you. I'm gonna put in... So So this was an artwork that I did for school a few years ago. So this is my old school assignment, and I want to recreate it. I want to fix it, like kind of fix it and redo it actually. So I'm just gonna recreating this. Huge. This thing is huge. This font is huge. Calm down now, calm down now. Let's do dark blue. Okay. Not necessarily. It's not necessarily like my art from a few years ago. It's more like I'm practicing. I'm practicing while recreating. Yeah, working on it actually. So I think something like that. Your handphone is full of memory. Oh, I feel you. When I was trying to install the update of the newest Genshin game, it actually told me, oh, you don't have enough memory, and I was just like, excuse me? My phone has like 128 gigabytes. How can I run out of memory? But, yup. Yup. How? I don't know. I don't understand either. But yeah, so I'm recreating this old work. Oh, thank you. You're so kind, Benedict. I'm going to bring that kind of I just know there was an art like photobashing. Yeah, I know, right? I actually know I've known about this for a while now. It's just I never actually forced myself to learn it, mainly because I'm lazy and I'm scared of trying something new. But I think it's a good, like, concept artists, they do that a lot to save, obviously to save time, and because it's just throwing out as many ideas as you can. So it's like, it's a really effective way of producing concepts. I don't know what I'm talking about. I sound like I'm bullshitting, but I swear. I swear it's a thing. Let's distort that, put that there. So because concept artists, they need to throw out as many designs as they need, as fast as they can also. Then it's like they use this technique to you know, work better, work faster, work. It's like, you know that saying, like, work smart and not hard. This is the this is the definition of it. I mean, of course, you need to know how to draw first in order to be able to bash it properly, right? Otherwise, it's going to look very unnatural. And the idea is to be able to paint over it and make it look good, make it look convincing, like they're from the same world, and that you didn't just Photoshop them together. So yeah, I think you guys can try this out too if you guys are interested. It's an interesting technique. Oh, hi Owl. Good night, or is it good day? Yeah, it's only the afternoon. It's well, not really. Good evening. It's 6 p.m. right now for me. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, Owl. This is Procreate for the iPad. Procreate for the iPad. I work mainly on the iPad. I actually also work on the computer. It's just my sister took my drawing tablet and then she doesn't know where. Like, it's not that she doesn't know. She took it and then all the stuff are all over her room. So yeah, I decided to work on the iPad today. I mainly work on the iPad. If you've seen my previous streams, they're all actually on my iPad, mostly. Actually, they're all, not mostly, they are all on my iPad. I'm gonna erase this. They're actually all on my iPad. I just find it more comfortable. I'm just used to it. I guess. Okay, you know what? I'm going to bring this over to the front. And let me see. And then I also want to have some structure coming out. Wait. Literally 15 hours ahead of you, yeah. Yep, I'm on the other side of the world. That's why my streaming time is so bad for like the northern, like the west, not the northern, the west, especially America. Okay. Go. Let's bring that over there. And then put that down. I'm trying not to tunnel vision right now because it feels like I am tunnel vision. Like starting to hyper focus on stuff that I shouldn't. For example, like the clouds. Should I have don't like this weird gap between the top and the bottom. But then if I cover it all, should I just make steps? Maybe I should make steps. Like steps. Like that. Would that make more sense? I think that would make more sense. Right? One second. Okay, so I've decided that maybe I can do steps like that, random steps, and then have it get bigger. Does that make sense? Ooh! Or does it look weird? The light is no longer coming from the front, it's coming from the side. So this side is going to be darker. It feels like we're at freaking Olympus. You know, from Hercules. Let's make a tower. Stairs to heaven, like stairs from earth to heaven. Maybe. I want to make this. I want to make this a bit taller because right now they're kind of fighting each other. Like this two right now are fighting each other. Because composition wise it is going like that right now, which is fine. But this over here is bothering me. Like, because this is taking so much attention away from this for some reason. Even though this is bigger. My eyes automatically go there because you know, this is higher and this is lower, and this is angled, and this is just, you know, so this is more interesting to the eyes. And although this is like that, it's, yeah, so I have to change it. I have to make it like this. I don't know. Am I rambling? Am I making sense? It's a lot about like you know, like the ratio of your artwork. And this is looking interesting because of the thing coming out of the bottom. So that's why I need to make this. I'm gonna make a tower. Like my my old artwork. I'm going to add maybe like this. Like a floating tower. Okay. Also because this is flat, so this is not interesting, if you know what I mean. Maybe I should make it a bit more angled like that. let's do that. Ah, yes, that's more interesting. Yes. That's better. So one thing I think about digital art that people tend to mess up is that they overblend. And I tend to do this too, like I overblend. So leave like big strokes, it's okay. It actually helps in breaking up the images. Makes it more interesting. Yeah, too flat, right? Yeah, that's what I thought so. So I'm just gonna bring the light over here some more. And then this is gonna be a bit darker because this doesn't get the light anymore. Something like that. I'm not done yet, but something like that. Yeah, I think that looks better. So this one gets do I want it to go all the way up or no? Whee! And then we get a little it looks so goofy. It looks so goofy. Yes, I think that's better. And then maybe I'll have more coming out of this one because I don't want it to look too whatchamacallit, like too separate from that other one at the back. Should I? Because I wanted to do like an arch kind of thing. Does that work? Or does it look weird? Maybe it looks a little weird. I need to break it. I think, you know, I wanted to try Clip Studio. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but there's a reason why I don't use Clip Studio Paint. A lot of artists really love using Clip Studio, and don't get me wrong, I mean, it's great. It's just I'm going to rant about this, but I don't like how it's learning from Adobe, doing the monthly subscription kind of way. So if you use Clip Studio on the computer, then you pay a lifetime fee, just a one-time fee, and then you get to use it for the rest of your life, right? So it's like, I think 50 US 50 US for lifetime. I think that is a steal. It is absolutely worth it, especially if you are an artist and you use it a lot. Definitely a good purchase. But if you are on the iPad like me, they charge you a subscription instead, which I don't like, because, excuse me, I just want to, why do you have the option of paying a lifetime purchase, like a one-time purchase and a lifetime usage for the computer, and yet for the iPad I have to pay on a subscription base? Like, why? I want to use your program and you're making it very difficult for me to want to use your program, because I don't want to pay $3 a month, or like, how many was it? Like, it's not expensive. I think it was like 30 Hong Kong dollars, which is like 5 US a month. I'm guesstimating. I don't remember exactly, but it was around that. Like the figure is around like that. And then imagine you times 12. How much do you get? That is $60 a year, right? Like, say it's $5 a month. It doesn't sound like it's a lot, but $60 a year for the rest of your life per year. Let's say you're using it for 5 years. That's $300. That's $300. And what if you're not using it every day? You know, it's like, what? Your computer one, which is supposedly better than your iPad version, costs you $50 for a one-time purchase fee. And yet your iPad version, which is not a downgrade version, but it's like not a full desktop version, actually costs more. What is the logic? What? I don't understand. What is the logic behind that? And because I mainly work on the iPad, then I don't want to, I don't want to spend that money. Because it's like, why? Do you know how much I paid for this Procreate? I paid like $10. And it's a one-time purchase. And it works so well. Why do I want to pay $300? Well, not $300. Let's say I've been using Procreate for many years now. I think I've been using it since 2015. And so it's 6 years. And I paid $10. And it's constantly updating. It has all these nice features. Imagine if I bought Clip Studio Paint on the iPad, and then I'm using it on and off for 60 a year for 6 years. That is a shit ton of money I'm burning down the drain. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense. Why won't you let me purchase it in one, like, why won't you let me purchase one lifetime lifetime purchase. I just feel like it's very scummy of them to do that. I'm pretty sure it's because of the microtransaction. You know how like your subscription update after a year, like it updates on its own. It auto renews. So they're making money off of people who forget to turn off their subscriptions. Which is like, excuse me. I don't mind you having that options for other people who feel like, oh, I don't want to use it. You know, I don't want to pay a lifetime fee because I might just want to test this out for like a month or so and then I'll stop my subscription. But then give me the option to buy like the actual thing, you know? Why? Why? Why, Clip? Why? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I get very heated whenever I think about it. This is very frustrating. Whew. Okay, time to add the shadows. Shadows. Yeah, exactly. It's not smart. Honestly, I would have bought the app. Had it not have such a bad deal. It is such a bad deal. Like, why? Why, Clip? Why? Why can't you just... Why? Let me purchase it for a one-time fee. Doesn't make sense. You can make it the same price. You can make it $50 for a lifetime fee. I don't care. But I'm not paying. I don't care. You can charge me $60 for a lifetime fee. That's fine. But charging $60 per year is not it, man. It's not it. Yeah, so there are actually a few apps that if you don't want to pay for it, I think there are a few apps that you can try. For example, I've got here Artset. Artset is actually quite good for adding texture because it has, for example, like the paint, it has very realistic paint strokes, you can see. You see that? It's good for adding texture and it mixed like real paint also. This is really nice. This is free. You see? Depending on how hard you push, if you push it hard then you get that dent. So this is really nice. This is a free app. So it gets like, you know, if you make the fast stroke, then you get these like really nice, like texture from the canvas. It's really nice. And then there's Medibang. Medibang is free. There's ads, but I don't know. I rarely use this. Very rarely, but eh, done. So it's quite intuitive. Also, not sure if it has tilt control. I think it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't have tilt, but this is quite good. And also, you just double tap. You just tap with your 2 fingers to undo. Some apps you have to press the undo button to undo, but for Medibang you can just, you know. And it's quite nice. Like the whole the whole UI is quite straightforward. You just add new color layer, and then you just add on top of it. You select, you go onto that layer. You don't want that layer, you delete it. You know, it's very similar to Photoshop, and then all you have to do is just undo, undo, undo. So this is quite nice. And then for your brush, it's highly editable. Like, it's good to edit. Pencil. So yeah, you can change like brush spacing, you know, and then you can add brushes. You can create your own. So this is a good alternative. Another alternative is Ibis Paint. Ibis Paint is very, very, very similar to Medibang. It's more straightforward, but same thing. You can just use your 2 fingers to undo. You have a lot of options also. Just watch the ad if you want more pens. Yeah, so let's say I just want to choose this normal one. This is, and then you just choose the size from here, choose the opacity from here, you know, and then you can just, hey, and then just undo, 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 undo. Yeah, this paint is a good choice also to work with. Let's say use it for free. If you watch a video, you can use all paint brushes for a certain time. Yeah, see? And of course you can custom your own, like make your own custom. It's very like whatchamacallit, like a versatile pen. Versatile versatile app. You can see. So there's that. Art Studio Pro is a paid app. This one is very, very similar to Photoshop. Very similar. The whatchamacallit, like the UI is very similar. Look at this. It has a stabilizer, as you can see here. So it's good if you need it to, if you have shaky hands. I have shaky hands, so it helps you get really nice straight lines. Yeah, this is a good one too. But obviously, I mean, I'm stuck. I'm like stuck with Procreate. I can't leave Procreate. I don't know why. It's just is, okay. It's just how it is. I just love it. It works for me. It's very straightforward for me. I think it's just because I'm used to it. I'm just used to it and I'm too lazy to change. Bum bum bum. Hang on. I need to I need a big brush. There we go. So this blue is a bit too dark. So I'm just gonna bring that over here and then blend it in. I don't want to make it too blended. Leave the strokes in it, it's more interesting that way. There we go. And then we can just, what I want to do. Yeah, I hope that's helpful. Do you actually own an iPad? I'm sorry, I should have asked first. Do you own an iPad? Was that actually useful information? Oh my god. What if you don't own an iPad? What was that for? Oh my god. Sometimes I should really think before jumping on a tangent. So I'm gonna bring this pink in now. I'm gonna start bringing it into the... Oops! Wait. Oh, that's why. Where is normal? There we go. Normal, and bring the pink in. Now, then I'll start adding in the pinks to make the... Oopsie. Oh, hello, Nagi. Hey, look, I'm trying Photobashing, finally. I'm finally trying Photobashing, Nagi. It's fun, but it's also, I don't know, it's kind of difficult for me still to understand. Am I doing this right? I don't even know. So, oh, let me just put that back. Recreating this. I know it's amazing, but I don't understand it yet. So I'm trying to understand it now. So right now that I'm done kind of like bashing the photos together, well, I've been done bashing it together, but you know what I mean. I'm going to start going into the details, kind of adding the texture in. Bringing those colors in also. I don't get how people call it cheating. Because you're painting over an existing photo. That's why they think it's cheating. I used to think it was cheating also. It's like, huh? You're not really drawing, but actually you are. You absolutely are. Because if it's just slapping them together, then it's called collaging, right? But then if you're actually going to create something entirely new out of it, then that's different, I find. Start adding those details now. Yeah, it's like some people who shun comic artists for using 3D models. It's ridiculous. Like, they're not cheating, they're working smarter. There's a difference. It's like, I had this, I don't know if I mentioned this before, I had this whole debate with my students as one of their, one of their lessons about is digital art better than traditional art? And some students, funnily enough, they're like, yes, because digital art is cheating. And I'm just like, okay, can you elaborate? Like, why you think that? And then they're like, yeah, because you don't actually need skills for it, blah blah blah. Obviously, as a digital artist, I was very triggered by what they were saying, but you know, I had to keep myself calm and impartial. And I was just like, yeah, go on, keep talking. I want to know where they're coming, right? Where they're coming from. So they were like, yeah, because you don't need skills to do for digital art. And I was like, okay. So you don't need to know how to draw? No, because the computer does it for you. And I was just like, okay. Can the computer draw your landscape for you? Because we were doing landscape. Can your computer draw your landscape for you? No, you still need to move your hands. So I was just like, I had to explain to them, like, it is not cheating, it's just working on a different medium. And then, so because they were really like, you know, whatchamacallit, like really stubbornly for their idea, like, I think digital art is cheating. By the time the project has ended, we were split in between, like, we had like a quite an equal amount of students doing digital and traditional, between digital and traditional. And then I asked them again, so do you think digital is easier than traditional? Some of them were like, yes, because for them it was like, yeah, I could just undo my mistakes. You know, I was able to pick the colors very easily. I don't have to mix my own colors, which is all valid. They're all valid points. It's true. And then the traditional artists people, the traditional art people, were like, yeah, I still think the digital was easier. But then some people, funnily enough, they switched. They had to switch from traditional to digital, or digital to traditional, because it was too difficult. Digital was too difficult for them. They were like, yeah, I would have switched over to traditional because the program was too difficult to learn. And I was like, wow, see? So it really depends on the person. Which do you think is easier in your opinion? I think digital is still easier regardless. Digital art is easier because everything is available for you. You get to learn it very quickly. You get to master it very quickly. Not master, okay. You get to pick it up very quickly, very easily. It's very intuitive. But if you don't have traditional art knowledge, it becomes very difficult. It becomes very difficult to understand some things. So for example, a lot of the digital artists, they start from drawing what? Manga, right? They start from drawing anime related art and they explore from there. If you started from drawing people, realistic people and landscape, that actually becomes quite easy for you when you are moving on to digital, because you already know what it does, like what a shadow looks like, what lighting is, you know. Sometimes you will find people making a lot of simple mistakes on digital art. Over blending, over use of effects. Some people tend to use a lot of effects to cover up their mistakes, which I understand. You know, make it shiny, make it glittery, no one can notice your mistakes, kind of thing. You can't do that on traditional art. You can't get away with mistakes. It's like right there. You can't really, unless you cover it up, right? You on traditional, you get to experience a whole different set of problems. You know, if you make a mistake, that's it. Especially according to my friend, my colleague, she said, if you do Chinese art, one wrong stroke and you have to chuck the whole painting out because there's no undoing it. It's just like watercolor. If you make a mistake, it's there because watercolor is transparent. If you accidentally put down the wrong color, that's it. You're done. There's nothing covering it up. There is no way you can cover your mistake up. Right? So there is that, but because of that, you get to become more like you think more. You will be more careful when you are working on your artwork. You'll be like, is this where I really want to put this down? Is this where it's supposed to be? You know, you think more. That's why a lot of digital artists, you take them out, put them on traditional media, they're like, what is happening? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing. Because they didn't learn the fundamentals. Right? So it is easier to start with digital art. Traditional art will forever be more difficult in terms of technique, I would say, because you don't get to quote unquote cheat with the undo button. You don't get to just pick your colors. You can't just look at a picture and be like, oh, I'ma just change, for example, oh, I don't like the clouds. I don't like the color of the clouds here, for example. Then I want to change it into, say I want it to be pink. I just go into color mode. I just change it to a color blending mode. Pick a pink color and just color it over. Right? I can just change the color immediately. Wait. I can just do that. And then it'll become a pink cloud instead. You try doing that in traditional. There's no way. You can't do that. Right? So, yes, digital is easier. I didn't say it's easy, it's easier. Yes, so I think the idea of like sketching is always going to be better on sketch. Like if you're going to sketch on a sketchbook, it's definitely going to be better than sketching on the computer. Never, not that I say never sketch on the computer, you can. It's just sometimes you get caught up with all the different pens and different effects and stuff like that you forget your purpose. The purpose of doing sketches is to just test out things, test out ideas. You know, do your research, those kind of things. And if you're hyper focusing on like, oh, which pen am I using, those kind of things, then it's going to be problematic later because you end up not really sketching, if you know what I mean. I would say digital art is more how do I say this? It's a medium. It's a medium. It's not a choose one or the other. Just like how you sometimes want to paint on watercolor instead of acrylic, you want to paint digitally instead of traditional. You know, that's it. It's not, hey, what is going on? Why are we... what was I saying? Yeah, so it's like, oh, I just feel like painting digitally today, so I'm going to paint digitally. There is no one or the other, I would say. However, if you want to learn fundamentals, I would definitely say learn it traditionally first, then move on to digital. I cannot stress how much fundamentals, how important fundamentals are. Like, okay, I'm gonna show you something. So this is, oh, I don't know if I can show this. So my work is to teach students how to do like different kinds of artworks. So one of them, do I have it here? I do not have it here. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't say anything. I learned how to paint like fruits, like actual fruits last term. I've never painted fruits before, not with acrylics, but yeah, I had to teach them. And how did I teach them? By learning myself. And the amount of stuff that you actually learn from that, I want to show you like this little I think it's on my phone. I'm gonna share it here. Here, let me show you. So this is something that I did for, how do I rotate here? This is something I did for work. Let me close that. So this is a big ass painting. Okay, I'm telling you, this is huge. This is like the size of my table, like 150 by 100 by 50 centimeters. So this is huge, right? And I had to paint it from scratch. And this is with acrylic. I've never done something like this before, but I had to, because I was supposed to paint a secret garden, and I didn't have a choice. So what did I do? I had to learn. I had to go and whatchamacallit, like test out what kind of strokes I need. How am I going to, you know, if I zoom in, you can see that these are all like individual strokes on the flowers, on the pond, and everything, you know. But because of this, because I had to do this, oh my god, the confidence. Oh, is my music too loud? Sorry. Because, okay, the reason why it looks quote-unquote great is because I had to finesse it. Like, I had to keep working on it for days. I was working on it for days, I'm telling you, days. Okay. Oh, hello, Nori. Nori gang is here, Nori gang is here. My sleep schedule is ruined again. No! That's me. That's me. That's me. So, let me show you another one. I had to learn how to... let me see. Yeah. I had to learn how to paint this. I didn't know how to paint this, okay? I didn't know how to paint fruits, but I had to learn because I had to teach the class. I had to teach the class. I had no choice. I had to learn. And then eventually, and this is what I mean when I say practice makes everything, right? Practice makes everything, because let me show you what I was able to paint after being forced to learn how to paint fruits. I'm gonna show you. Camera. Let me show you. But I didn't know how to paint birds before. I learned how to paint birds now. First time, because I had to teach the student how to paint this bird. I don't paint animals because I'm bad at it. Okay? But thanks to having to teach them, now I can paint a cat. I can paint bunnies. I can paint another kind of bird. Another kind of bird. Whee! Another kind of bird. And then a tiger. I had to teach all this, okay? Do you know how panicked I was when I had to teach it? And then I can teach this. Now I can teach how to paint cherries. Look, cherries. Cherries. I even did a small mini cherry. And then another kind of bird. Man, I didn't know how to do this initially. I didn't. But because I was forced to learn, I was able to. Thankfully, yeah, it just definitely, like, being forced out of my comfort zone was actually really beneficial for me. Oh my god, I was panicking. Yeah, you get good at painting animals by painting animals. Exactly, Nori. You are right. You get good at painting by painting. You get good by practicing, basically. So, honestly, just practice. Keep practicing. I know sometimes people are like, you're just saying that. But no, really. Practice. Practice. I mean, look at that. I went from this to this. I mean, it took me 6 years. But look, I improved. Can you imagine this was my first acrylic painting? Look at it. Look at it. It's so flat and two-dimensional. And look at this. Look at the lighting. What's my favorite medium? Traditional or digital? I think right now my favorite medium is the acrylic. For traditional. For digital, it's this. It's Procreate. It's just digital painting. I haven't gone into like pixel art yet. I have actually done pixel art. I'm sorry, I lied. I have done pixel art. I did pixel art for work. Can you believe it? Let's see. Whoa. For work. Like, I had to do it for... Do I have it here? I think I do. It was another challenge that my boss threw at me. Let me see. Here! Like pixel art. I had to do this too. This was my second attempt. My first attempt was this one. It is very hard. Yes. Pixel art is very hard. I'm not joking, it's hard. Yes, absolutely, Nagi. Absolutely. It left me in tears also initially. Like, can you imagine? It was so hard. I couldn't understand it. Yeah, so this was my first attempt. And then my second attempt was this one. So I at least improved, you know. But yeah, this was also for work. It was absolutely just. But this one, this. Whoa, let's not look at that. Those are my students' work. Yeah. So I had to, you know, do it like this. This was very much like a trial and error thing, where I was trying to figure out how you do it. But yes, I would definitely try going into pixel art again. 2D game done. I can only program and couldn't bring myself to pay anyone to do it for me. Hey, maybe we can work together, Nori. No, but actually, right? It's you can try dot pick. You can absolutely try dot pick. Like, look at these people. How do you do that? And it's animated. How amazing. What? Look at this, so cute. But yes, I definitely want to explore pixel art. I'm gonna log out of this account because this is not my account. This is my work account. I am so sorry. Please do not sue me. How do I... okay, I'll do that later. But yeah, no, I definitely want to try working on pixel art also. I did try to make like a non-pixel art version of it, but I think it's more fun on the pixel art for this kind of stuff. You downloaded .pic at least on 2 different devices, never open. Hello, Ricky! Sue me. No, it's because I'm showing some work-related stuff. It's an IP thing, right? Even though I was the one who made it, it was made for the company kind of thing. I'm not getting any monetary gain from this, so it's just for reference, okay? Don't sue me, please. I'm just sharing. No one's gonna take it, don't worry. Anyways. Yes. So I'm recreating this. Let's come back here. Aye. But yeah, yeah, it's like there's a gray line between like, oh, it's a pop. For example, like, me, Stella, created this. For example, I created this artwork, and then, but this artwork is actually for company A. And company A tells me you're not allowed to share information regarding this project to outside, like third parties. That may harm the business. You know, so it's like I'm not harming the business though, right? So there's a really fine line. It's a very confusing thing. I don't want to get into it too much because I don't really understand it myself. But like, you know how some people are like, oh, I'm at work, you know, like busy day at work, and then they take a picture of like the workspace. That is okay. But if you take a picture of documents, now that's not okay, you know. Because, for example, company A is like saying like, oh, well, that document belongs to company A. You have no right to take pictures of it. Do you know what I mean? So they have grounds to sue you for sharing their intellectual property kind of thing. It's very confusing. For me, at least, you know. But yeah, I'm just prefacing by saying I am not sharing any IP. I should just stop talking. Oh my goodness. But yes, definitely try out .pic. I was thinking of doing another art stream tomorrow anyway, so maybe I'll do dot pick tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. We can do a little whatchamacallit, like a fantasy world pixel art kind of thing. I actually, I mentioned this earlier, but I have my OCs, they live in like their own worlds, right? And I've always wanted to bring them alive through my art, but I never could because I suck at painting landscapes, and I avoid it like the plague because I don't think I'm very good at it. But with Photobashing now, it's kind of helping me understand it more. So I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to create it from scratch. At least, you know, have an idea of how to create it from scratch. What's the story behind this castle I'm making? Okay, so let me explain. Allow me to explain. Where is my little thingy? Allow me to explain. So, hang on. Hang on. So, I don't know how I'm going to. One second. One second. I'm just gonna... I want to show you guys why I am doing this. So, yeah. Where is it? So, this is one of my old school project. It's called, hang on. Hang on. It's called, I think, I'm just gonna do this to cover up some information. So it's called Exploration in Acrylic, and it was my old school project. It was my old school project, and we were supposed to do like some different materials. So this project was acrylic, and then so basically this was my inspiration, and I wanted to do like a castle in the sky kind of thing, fantasy art. And this was like 2015. This was a long time ago. So these are my sketchbook pages, some sketches that I did. Yeah, so this is a really old school project. You can see it over here. And yeah, so I wanted to do like a fantasy. You know, I haven't strayed far. I haven't strayed far from my aesthetic. it's been like this for years. So I was really inspired by this game called Monument Valley, which uses color theory and kind of um, like it's a puzzle game. It's an optical illusion kind of game, and you can see like the colors that I choose is very like reminiscent to this one. And so I did a little bit of like, this is my research. Yeah, so I wanted to do two colors of landscape just like these. They use limited color palettes for their artworks. So I wanted to do that, and lo and behold, I mean, what a surprise, right? She chooses pink and blue because I'm so consistent. So I was thinking of doing geometric structure with like these colored landscapes, and then a blue centric one, and then there's this pink centric one, which is more towards the pink, and then this is kind of more testing, kind of seeing what the buildings are going to look like. You should play that game, it's really nice, very aesthetically pleasing. And then the requirement for the project was to make it into an A2 size. So if you don't know what an A2 size, this 1, 2, like 1, 2 page left right is A3. So one piece of paper, your printing paper, is A4. A2 is 4 times the size of A4. So A4 is the size of your printing paper. Double that, you get A3, and double that again, you get A2, and double that again, you get A1, and so on and so forth. The paper gets bigger, the smaller the number, the paper gets smaller, the bigger the number. So A2 is 4 times the size of A4. So I thought, you know, instead of doing it on one single piece of A2 paper, I wanted to do it in 4 pieces. And then I split it up into like a banner. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it becomes one super long piece like that. I don't know if you can see it. A2 is not huge, it's okay. But yeah, so it becomes like this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then combine it together and it becomes like this. So that's what I'm recreating today. I wanted to what is going on? I wanted to recreate it. Wow, look at that. What is even? Oh my god. So yes, I am recreating that today. I wonder what A minus 9. Okay, the biggest size is A0, which is A0 is, I think, 8 times the size of A4. Or is it 10 times? 8 times. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 A5, 8 A4 sizes. And then if you go down, for example, A5 is half of A4, and then A6 is half of A5, A7 is half of A6, and so on and so forth. It's very straightforward actually. I don't know why people don't use the A paper system. I know in the US they use like empirical system, like 11 by 8 or something like that. That's your paper size. Not 16, 8 times, I think. Right? Yes. Because A3 is 2 times of A4, A2 is 4 times of A. Oh no, you're right, 16. A1 is 2 times of A2, so that's... You're right, yes. 0 is 16 times of A4 paper. It's just, no, it's just multiplication. It's multiplication. 8.5 by 11, yeah. That's letter, right? I don't understand you guys' paper size. Like, why? Why can't you just... What is bigger than 8.5 by 11? Like, what is the size that goes? Like, what? What? What is the next size for you? I don't understand. Because, okay, because, right? Because, let me show you. If you are just counting the paper by... It's simple. It's simple, okay? It's very simple. Look. Look at this. That's A4. You double it, you get A3. And then you double it again, you get A2. You double it again, you get A1. You double it again, you get A0. That's just how it is. It's simple. There's no way of mistaking it. And you can fit it inside each other. You can fit all this paper size together. It's so weird that you guys are doing a letter and legal size. Like, what? Why? Why? What if you need to print bigger than letter, which is double the size of the letter? How are you going to... what? So 11 by 17 is the double of the 8.5 by 11. I get it. Okay. Nice. Your brain hurts. I'm sorry. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. Anyways. You won't have this problem if you just stuck to your A's, you know? Anyways, I want to finish this, please. I was doing the details. You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to do a dot pick stream. Let's do it. Let's learn it together. Come on. Come on. Let's do it together. I can teach you. I can teach you now that I learned a little bit. I can teach you a little bit. I'm beginning to sound like a grandma more and more. You know, I say "ayya" a lot now. I say it so much. Ayya. I was like telling my friend that I was like, she was showing me like she bought the same stand, like camera stand as me. And then she said, "Why isn't it working?" She showed me a picture. And then I was just like, "Ayya, that's not how you use it." Ayo. Ayya or ayo. Don't sob. Don't sob. You're fine. You're fine. You don't know if you're going to be awake or asleep. It's okay. You'll be fine. It's okay. If you can't catch it, then you can always catch the VOD. You know what? My sleep schedule is fucked up too, don't worry. Working from home has made it super, super, super bad. Like, it feels like I don't have a proper routine to wake up like at the set amount of time, and then, you know, like going to work, like actually physically going to work is so beneficial for me. Cause like I actually have to wake up and be responsible, right? But then if you're working from home, it's like you can just wake up as close as, so for example, if I have to work at 9:30, I just wake up at 9:30 and start working. You know? I can just, because I'm the kind of person who can just wake up and start, right? Which is a good or bad thing. I don't know. So it feels like, oh, I'll just wake up at 9:30 and then I'll just start working immediately. It's easy, you know. Some people need time to like get up, like have their brain functioning. But me, thankfully, due to years of art school, I am able to just be sleep deprived and work like immediately. It's not a good thing actually. But you know what I mean. So it's so bad. It's so bad that I'm just, and also because I'm like, because of the pandemic and Hong Kong is being hit really badly by the fifth wave. I'm working only twice a week, and that's why I can stream a bit more now. And that means I'm not sleeping normally. It's so bad. It's so bad. I'm not awake unless it's nighttime. Yeah. So the perks of working a normal full-time job is definitely a regular schedule. But I think if you are, for example, if you're doing this, Nori, if you're doing this for full-time, like a full-time VTuber, I think you will eventually have like a set schedule anyways. So I don't really think you should worry too much. Unless you have no schedule plan, then go make one. Go make one. I remember I spent so much time on my acrylic painting, on like doing this. I remember I spent hours on it. I mean, I'm spending hours already right now, but you know what I mean, like it's not even good. At least this one is better. Oh man. Wait. Undo. Let's just do this. I was actually going to do like a whatchamacallit, like a character design practice tomorrow. But I think dot pick will be fun. And then I'll do a gaming stream on Friday. this side is looking nice. This side is looking so very nice. Sometimes just using blocks is enough to indicate the shapes. Yeah, character design. Whoops. What do you think? Should I do character design or should I do dot pick? Mash them together, pixel art character design. No! That's too difficult. No! One day I'll bring the world of Zelfie Apate back. So a little bit of context. So Nagi and I and 2 other people, we made this world like a what is that actually? Was it an RP world? I don't know. Can you consider that an RP world? It was just a fantasy world we were working on together. We were working on the map, we were working on the characters, we put our OCs together to create that, and then I was in charge of like the world architecture, I think. And because I'm not able to, because I can't draw architecture. I couldn't at that time, right? So I mean, I still can't. I'm getting better, but I still am not great at it. But I tried, I attempted, I don't know if I have the picture here, but I attempted to create the world of that project that we did. And I don't have it here. Do I have it here? Let me check. I should have it in this one. It was a scuffed. I'm telling you. I was attempting to make like oh, I don't know where it is actually. It's not. Oh, it's here. Oh my god, it's here. I found it. Okay. Hello, Poi. It was an RP world? Yeah. Oh my god, it's here. Wait. I found it. Oh, I can actually use this for photo bashing. Oh my god. Look at this. This was like an old... Look at that architecture at the back. What the hell is that? What the hell is that architecture at the back? That is not an architecture. Oops. That is something else. Look, look at that. It doesn't look like anything. Do you know how much I struggled trying to paint this? It was bad. And then the temple area, the temple outside was this. Oh, look at the stick figures. What in the world? I mean, it's still something, but you know, because I didn't know how to do this. So this was kind of like, you like the broccoli trees? Oh my god. It's so unstructured. I don't know. I'm not very good at this. And then I have the thumbnails. Where is it? This one. I think now that I at least know how to draw better, I might be able to do this. But, you know. Like I said, like I really like the greenhouse kind of style and the foresty style. Oh my god. And then the design for the goddess that we worshipped is this. Oh my god. There she is. That's the goddess. Her name is Zelfi Apate. I actually quite like this design. Anyways, let's get rid of that. Oh my god. Anyways, back to this. I really should finish this. I'm almost done. The urge of like to add leaves and stuff, man. I need to stick with what I had planned initially. Oh my god. I'm trying not to hyper focus too much on the details so that I don't lose myself. Think maybe hang on. Having like a bridge. Just adding a little more depth to the bottom bits. Because right now you can't really see what's going on down there. But not trying to take it away from the top. Maybe I'll just break it up a little bit. It's looking too uniformed. Like that. How did you learn to use limited color palette? Did you struggle with it at all? Actually no. Limited color palette was like the only thing that I didn't struggle with. I think it was color theory that helped. I know a lot of people like say they really hate color theory and that it doesn't help and blah blah blah, but it really helps me. For example, it helps in kind of zeroing onto like what is needed for the picture, for the image. For example, I've been using limited color palette, as you can see, for many years, right? And how you do that is by choosing which color to use as the main, like the main protagonist in a way. Like if you want, for example, here the main color that I'm using is blue and grays, right? So I'm gonna show you the time-lapse replay of everything. So ignore that. That was my first sketch, and then I started photo bashing. Even when I was photo bashing, I already started changing the colors to a cool tone because I wanted it to be primarily blue. So I decided that okay, I'm going to stick around that area of color. So blues, purples, and pinks, and then I started adding the purples. I started drawing like those little bits and pieces. I started adding. I used the colors that I chose and just stick with it basically. You know, I sketch using the mid-tone, like, you know, the purple, the blue, purple blue, periwinkle to sketch, and then use the gray. Even the gray is like a purplish, bluish gray, right? And then the pink I add because pink and blue, actually it's very simple. Let me show you. Right over here. So you can see here blue, purple, and pink are next to each other, right? So that's already a lot of colors I can work with, meaning I can work with like dark purples, I can work with light pinks, dark pinks, bright pinks. It's not going to look wrong. So even if, for example, right now I'm going to choose this super bright pink, if I were to just pop it in as like a highlight, let's say here, it's going to work. Because it's still part of that family. It's still going to work. You see? But you can't go in with the super saturated version of it. You just have to balance it out. Depending on what set of colors that I'm using. For example, right now, because I'm using pink, blues, and purples, I would maybe push that a little more towards the orange or even yellow. Because why? Because it's right opposite. If you look, yellow orange over here is right opposite to these colors. the colors that I'm currently using. So this yellow is going to be a really nice complementary color to my artwork. Look. It's going to be a really nice complement to that color and bring some warmth into it, because right now there's a lot of cool tones that's happening. It's not warm enough. So I'll use that yellowish orange to blend in with the pinks. You can even use it as a light source. So use like a really light yellow as your light source, which I already am doing actually. That's what I'm doing. That's not white. I try not to use full white, mainly because it's just so jarring to use white. So yeah, you know, I can always put bits of that warm orange down over here too, warm yellow. So remember that all colors have a warm tone and a cool tone. I'm just going to drop it in here. So, allow me to explain. This is cool yellow, which is this lemony yellow color. This is cool yellow. Ooh, yeah. This is cool yellow. This is neutral yellow. And this is warm yellow. Right? They're all different yellows. So even pink, you also have your neutral pink, which is this. And then you got your cool pink, which is a bit more purpley. And then you got your warm pink, which is more red. So usually what you want to do is you want to have warm and cool tones mixed together. They do complement each other, but then you don't want to have them fighting with each other. For example, you can absolutely use all warm tones. You can use warm and warm. They will look good, but if you add a pop of that cool tone green, it pops up, right? This is, excuse me, this is your highlight. This can be your highlight color, or your shadow color also. A lot of people choose to use cool tone as the shadow. So for example, green shadow. And then you use the warm tone as the light, which works. It works. So with what I'm doing right now is I actually added too much yellow right now. I don't know, the yellow is overpowering the whole image. That was not my intention actually. I don't want to add the yellow. Let's reduce that. Because sometimes if you add too much, it might take away from the actual artwork. So right now my color palette consists of this pink, this blue, this super light blue, and then grays. Neutral tones are always allowed. Anywhere you want, you can add neutral tones. So neutral tones means browns, grays, you know, this is brown. You can use this kind of brown, it works also. Blacks, of course. Yeah, it will also work. So when you are adding that, you should when you're using limited color palette, you can definitely utilize neutral tones to add onto the range. Right now I'm just using pink and blue and a little bit of purple because pink and blue mix purple. That's why it works. So if I were to say I'm gonna add a little bit of this brown, it's not going to look off. It's actually going to add a little bit of depth because you're breaking, because you don't want to just use the colors that you have, right? You can add a little variation with neutral tones, with the grays, with the blues, you know. Color theory is starting to make sense when you're explaining it. Color theory is not difficult, guys, seriously. It's not difficult, and you see it everywhere. You see it everywhere. I mean, look at me. Look at me. I am like literally color theory 101. Oh wait, what's going on? Hang on. If you look at me, as in like my design, yeah. What is happening? Come back. If you look at my design, where am I? I don't know where I am. If you look at me, excuse me, not in my face, please. I have a lot of neutral colors in me. You know, I use the browns to balance out the pinks and the blues and the purples. But I use pink, blues and purples only, and then I use the brown to balance it out. Imagine if I'm covered in pink, blue and purple only. How disruptive would that be? Look, I use white to balance out like my shoes, because the pink will look like it's blending into my shoes, right? So I use the white to kind of separate it. Ding, 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 ding. And then the brown is a neutral tone, so it doesn't disturb the color harmony. It's still mostly pink with hints of blue. You can see that with my accessories. Whoa. I have different pinks here. I've got warm pinks. I've got cool pink. My hair is a cool pink. My ribbon is a warm pink. And my ribbon on my neck is a warm pink. And then I have warm colored pearls. Right? So, that's how you do it. Okay. So, when you are doing other artworks, for example, what I did yesterday. What I did yesterday is also very simply just limited color palette. Once again, I use greens, and this time I use a combination of cool greens and warm greens. So this is your warm green, this is your cool green. Light, my light is the warm green. My shadows are the blues, which is right next to the blue is right next to green, right? So it's right here. I don't go into this part of the blue, I stay in this area of the blue, because this area of the blue is closer to this green. If I go to here, it's going to be too contrasty, and that's not necessarily what I want for this artwork. And then, what is the opposite color of green? Ta-da! It is red. And what is the lighter color of red? It's pink. See? It's easy. That's my color palette right there. Complementary colors plus blue. Yes, blue is shadow. I told you, right? Blue is the darkest color in the color wheel. So you can see that I used blues for the shadows here. Everywhere actually, even inside the trees. You see? Even here. This is blue. See? It's blue. You think this is black? No. It's very dark green. I don't use black. I use dark green usually. Like I try not to use black. So you can see the pinks that I used here is actually red. And red is the opposite color of green, which are the colors that I used over here. Limited color palette! Yay! And then obviously I got the this one's here. No, not that one. This is kind of like a neutral color for the whites. That's my neutral, my white, my quote-unquote white, because I also don't use pure white for white. So that's my color palette. That's how I use limited color palette. Yeah. I hope that's not too much information for you. So for example, for the steps here, I don't want to add more blues because it's already quite bluey, right? So I'm going to go and put in a warmer tone gray, something like that, to add a little bit of contrast, like that. And then I'm going to use a lighter brown, like almost white kind of thing, to do the highlights. Now you have like a contrast, a nice contrast between your steps and I mean the shadows of the steps. And obviously I'm keeping it on this side because that's where the light source is. Same here. No, it's okay. No, it's fine. Hello, Vagram. Welcome. It's like I said, the information is out there. Whether the person explaining it to you is explaining it properly really affects your understanding. I had a really good teacher for color theory, and I understood it immediately, and it has helped me. I learned color theory in 2014, so I've been using it since then, and it's been in my life. I've never not used color theory. Some people, they say that they use their gut feeling, but even their gut feeling actually has color theory in them. They just don't know. It's, I know because of the way it's presented, like color theory. Oh, it sounds so logical and you know, boring. Blah blah blah. It's not art. I hate to tell you, but art is very logical. Techniques is logic. You don't, if you don't have technique, you're not going to have great art. I'm sorry to say. You have to hone your technique first. Then you can jump into creativity. You know, it's, you can be as creative as you are. Like, you can be the most creative person in the universe. If you don't have technique down, you can't, there's no point. You won't be able to present your artwork like how you want them, like how you see it inside your head, because you don't have the technique to show what you are seeing in your head. Do you know what I mean? And technique is logic. A hand is a hand. You can be creative and turn the hand into sausages, but for it to look like a hand, it still has to have the bone structure of a hand. You know, hair is hair. There's no, you can't, how do I explain this without sounding condescending? I'm not trying to sound condescending. It's just, you know, it's, there is logic behind art. There is a theory behind it. It's not all encompassing, obviously. It's not like math, but there is a formula. You know, you can't just draw willy-nilly and expect it to look good. Even abstract art has a has a structure behind it. Has logic behind it. It's there. It's there to keep it how do you go? It's there to help it make sense. You can absolutely ignore it, and there are artists who choose to ignore it, and they will have style. That's where style come from. You know, that's where your, whatchamacallit, like your aesthetic comes from. But don't think that aesthetic beats technique. It doesn't. You know, don't sacrifice technique for aesthetic is what I'm trying to say. Technique is not everything, obviously. You can still do art without proper technique. But is it good? I don't know. Maybe some people would think that what I'm drawing right now is utter trash. And that's fine. They're entitled to their opinions. Some people would think, like, some people think, for example, Picasso's artwork is, it doesn't make sense because it's just a bunch of jagged lines together. But there's actually a reason behind it, you know, there's actually logic behind it. So, yeah. And it usually goes back to art history also, because, like I said, history is cyclical. It just repeats itself a lot. Like, why do we use warm tones for light source? Because the sun is warm. That's it. Why are our shadows cool tones? because the moon is cool toned. The light of the moon is a cool white. When the sun is out, everything is warm. That's the color the sun emits. So that's why the sunlight is yellow. Moonlight is blue. It's as simple as that. There is no like, oh, you know, it has to be yellow because it's yellow. No, 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 no. It's as simple as the sunlight is yellow, the moonlight is blue. The shadow is blue toned, cool toned, and your light is warm toned. It's as simple as that. I know, he made a lot, and he got cheated. He got cheated also by a lot of people. Moonlight is blue, sunlight is yellow. Yeah. It's as simple as that. Yeah, apparently people were like selling his artwork. Like you know how like you sell your artwork and you get commissions, right? You get how many percent once your artwork is sold. Apparently people were taking his artwork and selling them for really really high prices and telling him like, oh, that's how much you were worth, that's it. You know, those kind of things. It was very scummy. Like he didn't know how much his artwork actually was worth until much later. Like, I don't know. I think that was the thing, right? He got like lied to by people. Because he started small and then they were like, okay, I'm gonna buy your artwork for example, I'm gonna buy your artwork for 100 US, say. And then he didn't know that he was getting famous. So he thought that his artwork was being sold for 100 US. Even maybe like 5 years later when actually the gallery owner has been selling his artwork for 500 US, those kind of things. And they tell him like, oh, you know, business is not really doing good, you know, so I'm just going to, initially it's like, it sounds like a good deal by saying like, I'm going to mistreatment. So I'm going to take a flat rate from you. Every artwork that you produce, I'm going to just buy it for 100 US. So when you first start, it sounds like a good deal, right? Wow, he's going to buy every piece of my artwork for 100 US flat, right? So that means you're getting that 100 US constantly. But then he got famous, he got popular, and that person still was buying from him with $100, but then selling it for 500. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, stuff like that. I think that's what happened. Yeah, he was mistreated. A lot of artists are mistreated actually, most of the time. You'd be surprised at how many gets lied to by people. That's why usually artists, they need someone to represent them, because artists are not good with numbers. Artists are not good with business. That's just how it is. So that's why you need someone to manage your stuff for you. We're not very social people. I think we all can agree with that we're not very social. so we're not very good with interacting, and we would just cave to demands. Am I right? I mean, I totally get why you should be very careful. Especially nowadays, because it's like, oh, brand deals. But, you know, is it really a deal, or are they exploiting you? So be very careful if you get offered anything by people. If it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. It's probably fake. There is no free meal in this world. None whatsoever. Anyways. Enough of me ranting. I think I'm almost done. I'm going to blur out the background a little bit because I don't want this one to take too much attention from the one in front. So I'm gonna blur this a little bit. Ever so gently. Ever so gently. So I want to bring the focus to the middle bit. So I'm going to make it a little bit blurry over here. What gen iPad do I have? I have the iPad Air 4. Oh my god, don't get me started on iPad. Oh my god, I am so annoyed. So, iPad had a new keynote, like last week, right? Oh my god, they came out with a purple iPad Air. And I was just like, wait a minute. Hang on now. This is new. My iPad is new, well, relatively new. I bought this, so my iPad is the pink iPad, right? I mean, hello. It's the rose gold iPad. And then last year when they came out with this iPad Air, was it this? No, they didn't come out with a new iPad Air last year. So I had to change my iPad last year because of a really sad incident where I don't know, the iPad just refused to turn on, and there was nothing I can do but replace it with a new one. And they came out with the purple iPad mini, and I was just like, wait a minute, why didn't they come out with a purple iPad Air? So I was really considering between this iPad Air or iPad Pro, because I was thinking, right, do I want the new chip, the M1 chip on my iPad. It's powerful. It's more powerful. It's just more powerful, basically. Higher resolutions. But that's it. Mainly is the higher resolutions. It's not much, like the difference is not that big, honestly. I gotta be honest, it's not that big. It's just the M1 chip. It's just going to process your app faster, slightly faster. Like for example, like how fast can you switch between this app? You know, when you click it, how fast does it turn on? Those kind of things. So it's not that big a deal. It's not really. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the iPad Air. It's cheaper. It's not like it's exponentially better than the iPad Air. So why do I want to pay for a more expensive version of it, right? So, and then they came out with the new iPad Air, and it's running the M1 chip now. And I'm just like, excuse me? Now, the iPad Air is actually running the M1 chip like the iPad Pro, which means you are getting the same thing, but cheaper, basically. The screen size, do you know what the screen size difference is? 0.1. The iPad Pro is 11 inch. My iPad Air is 10.9. What? Yes. 0.1. What else is the difference? Not much. Not much. Not much, really. I was shocked at how much how little the difference was between the two iPads. But the price though. And I mean, the iPad Pro has 3 cameras. I don't need 3 cameras. Who's gonna take a picture with an iPad anyways? I don't. Do you know what I use my iPad for? I play games, and I draw, and I YouTube. That's it. Literally. I don't use it to take pictures. Who uses their iPad to take pictures? Tell me. Which one of you crazy people would hold up such a big thing to take pictures? Use your phones. No? Yeah, the pain Apple puts us through. Honestly, if it wasn't because of my broken iPad, I would have just stuck with my old one. It was fine. It was perfectly fine, actually. The worst thing is that after they upgraded, because I also used the old Air also. I was using iPad Air 3, and I didn't want to pay the same price to get an old version of the iPad, right? Obviously, I want the updated one. If I'm going to pay the same price, man, I'm going to just buy a new one then, right? The newest version. But then, my old pencil doesn't work with the new iPad. Apple, why? Why, Apple? So I have an extra Apple Pencil lying at home somewhere. Cannot be used because it doesn't work with this iPad. I had to buy a new one because the new iPad Air works with the new Apple Pencil.
the Gen 2 pencil. Apple is just horrible. Okay, I'm gonna add more clouds now at the back. Because I'm almost done already, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. Hang on. Let's. You hate that Apple sells everything separately? Absolutely. Absolutely. I actually have a drawing tablet, like a Huion drawing tablet, display tablet, sorry, and it costs the same price as my iPad. Well, no, it's cheaper than my iPad. It's bigger, screen size is bigger, it's like 13 inches. However, it needs a computer. If you already have a computer, I wouldn't suggest you getting an iPad. I would suggest you to just get a display tablet and just, work with, for example, like Sai or something, Paint Tool Sai. So, but then if you don't have a computer, or your computer doesn't allow you to draw on it, then you can get the cheapest iPad, I would say. I hate to say this, but a lot of the programs are built for Apple products, unfortunately. So, yeah. It's annoying. Like, I hate that there is no desktop or PC version of Procreate available. Like, why? Why can't you make it for Computer Gang? Make it for Computer Gang, come on. So, did I put stars? Let me check. I think I did. Oh, I did put stars. Yes. So, I'm going to... Wait. I am going to bring the pink down a little bit. Right now, the pink is kind of weak. I'm gonna bring in the pink down. Just a little more. And then I'll bring in a bit of a warmer pink to kind of not make it too cool tone. Let's bring in a peach color then. There we go. I think that looks better. Sometimes having a cool pink can work, but sometimes you need to combine both for it to work nicely. Let's change up the curves. There we go. Because if I make it too dark, then it's going to be... the difference is going to be too big. Okay, time to play with the curves. Curves is very important, guys. You can push how dark you want your shadows to be with curves. I think I'm gonna bring the darkest part over here down here first. Little bit, just a little bit. pink away from this one. Because it's a bit confusing. Because it's supposed to be the shadow part. You don't know what they're thinking, making Procreate on iPad only. I know, right? It's ridiculous. They should totally port it over to the computer. Seriously, it's going. So many people need. They need it. We need it. I need it, man. I mean, I use Paint Tools I, but I'm so used to the system of Procreate that I'm just like, I don't want to change. It's already like ingrained in me. I mean, Photoshop is a good alternative, but again, Photoshop is expensive. And I was thinking of grabbing Clip Studio desktop only though, not the iPad version, because I don't know if you guys were there, but I was ranting about how just now I was ranting about how Procreate I only paid $10 for this Procreate app, and it's a one-time purchase, and yet Clip Studio iPad charges you a subscription. It's about $60 a year, I think. I don't want to buy it. I don't want to use it because of that. And yet the desktop version has a one-time purchase option. Why? Why won't you let me purchase it? It's a one-time purchase. Why must you make me subscribe? I don't mind paying the one-time purchase fee. Like your computer, I don't mind. God. Don't get me started. Anyways. Yes, they should definitely move Procreate over to desktop. I don't know why they don't do that. Maybe it's a coding thing? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Alright, so I think I am kind of done. I mean, it's not perfect. Oh, I know what's missing. Texture. Texture is missing. Texture. No wonder. I'm like, something is not right. Let's see. I have so many. I'm going to use Artist Crayon. Let's see. So we're gonna grab a gray and yes, much better. There you go. Do you see that? Ding, ding. Or should I do a... It's okay, I'll just use multiply. I thought I'd be with Paint Tools forever, but I'm a changed woman. Clip Studio, I would die without it. Yeah, the thing is, I have to be on the computer if I'm using Clip Studio, because I'm not paying for that subscription. No way, Jose. No. No way. Hang on. I'm going to push that. I'm going to push that to the back. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this turquoise color just to add a pop of blue, and we are done. It's not perfect, but I think I did well in recreating it. What do you think? It can be better, but I think it's better than my first attempt. I could go on forever adding details though, like the window to the window to the walls. This what tricked down my balls. I can't even see it. It's okay. Hiyo. Wow. Well, not bad, eh? For an attempt. For a practice piece. With or without cloud? At the back. With, without. With, without. What do you think? With, without. What do you think? Yes, no, yes, no. Oh, I know. Let me see. I'm gonna add a little bit. Width but lower opacity. Okay. Width but lower opacity. Like that? Like this? I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed that the one at the back looks better. This one. This one looks better at the back. It's so annoying. I'm so annoyed. Why does it look better? Right? Is it me or is the one at the back actually looks better than the one in the front? Am I just being overly critical of myself as usual? And then I'm starting to see like this weird thing that's happening over here right now. This thing is looking like a straw coming out of this. It looks like a bottle cap. I'm going to straighten this. It's looking weird! Oh no. It's looking like a bottle cap. No! I need to break it up. Wait, break it up, break it up. Yeah, I think I've been staring at it for too long. Doesn't it look like a bottle cap here? That's all I can see now. You know what? Wait. Wait, maybe this will fix it. Is it helping? Oh my god. Looks weird. It's supposed to look like a... Wait. Maybe... I don't know, man. Why does it look like a bottle cap? Now it looks like a fountain pen. Fountain pen nib. I think that's better. Okay, okay, I'm done. I'm done fixing it. I don't want to fix it anymore. Let's break this one up. This curve is weird now because I tried to straighten it out. Because just now the little bridge here was it was looking like it's coming out of the tip of the front one. So there we go. Okay. All right. There we go. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. All right. So, left side 2022, right side 2020. No, not 2015. Not 2022, and that one is 2015. Yes! I'm actually quite happy with this. I'll post it on Twitter and Instagram. Although I feel like, oh my god, the more I look at it, the more the steps are looking... This is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem of looking at it for too long, like you said, Nagi. I'm starting to want to fix everything. I should stop. Yeah, I should probably stop. I can't seem to stop. No. Oh my god. I need to stop. I keep saying that, but I keep going. I want to make another step here. Oh my god, okay. Okay, alright, there. Oh my. Alright. I'm going to end it here. I think this was a success, I would say. For how long was I working on this? I've been working on it for almost 4 hours. Oh my god. Yes. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for staying and watching me struggle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tomorrow we are going to do art again. Did we agree on what we're gonna do? I'm gonna, okay, you know what, let's I'm going to do pixel art tomorrow. And then we'll do the character design next week. But yes, I will see you tomorrow. It will be around the same time as today, hopefully maybe an hour earlier, but yeah, it's gonna be around this time, not like just now. Alright, see you guys, thanks for coming, bye.